Again, we don't bond with our clothes.
Yeah.
We just buy a new item, try and get used to that new item, then before the item has even caught 3 wears, on to the next.
Hey, I stick to the plan like it's PVA glue. Easy to say, but it's harder to do. So I'm talking to God and He's leading me through. Lately, I'm thinking that I'm an insomniac. I ain't been sleeping.
We're back.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Speaking Our Language with your hosts,
Safia.
Sola. So, what's new this week?
Do you know what is going on this week? Fashion week.
Otherwise known as, like, everyone's favourite time of the year after their birthday. Like, I feel as if people really, after your birthday, Fashion Week, then it's like, your sibling's birthday, Christmas, But most importantly, because we in London Fashion Week London Fashion Week this week.
Yeah.
Do you have any brands you're looking forward to?
That is a good question. Low key, I'm interested in what Miu Miu are doing. Because Miu Miu have been eating recently.
They really do.
And I just want to see what they have in store for 2025.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready. What about you?
I think for Tight Home, I really want to see what Bianca Saunders is doing. I want to see what Bianca Saunders is going to pull out of the bag. Because she has this thing of always oh my gosh, now my mind is running. I feel like Adwali or Bianca Saunders. I want to see what, like, the British women-owned fashion houses are doing. Because last season, Tolu Coca,
I think I saw.
oh, she was amazing.
I did.
Did you see
I
it?
did.
She was so good.
I did.
I remember when I went, she had this whole thing of being like, wealth means this, because obviously Nigerian culture, She has this whole thing of being like, okay, this means this in our culture. And I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be done. Especially with the rise of, obviously, at the end of 2024, we were all speaking about what does it mean to be Black British? And kind of how do we tie Black British into our current culture? Because majority of us are either first or second gen.
Yeah.
But a lot of people's parents have been here since, I think we like to do like Black British culture started at Windrush. It's been way before then. Yeah. So what does it mean to be Black British, and then the intersectionality between music and fashion and just, what does all that mean?
See, music and fashion, first of all, Black people did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of weaving music and fashion and, like, being able to bring musicians into the fashion industry, be the faces of certain brands and stuff like that, we did that.
Yeah.
And, of course, as always, when we do certain things that pop off, do amazingly, do they get poached? Of course they do. Yeah, but in terms of what it means to be,
I just think it's such a hard question to answer, because it's just like, there's Black and British, and I think the problem that I personally got with this whole Black British discussion is the more of the grouping and the monolith that we put on being Black. Because in Black culture, there's so many subcultures in Black cultures, and then you've got some cultures that actually don't recognize the meaning of being Black at all, and they look at it as more of their ethnicity and where they're from as opposed to this notion of Blackness. But I think this Blackness and Black Britishness is brought about because we have to now almost create a new culture of what it means to, like, I feel like Black British is like a fusion. And I actually feel as if Black Brits are so cool. We always look towards African Americans and like, oh, I love African Americans, I love y'all, but there's such a beauty in being Black British. Like,
it's true.
There's so much, and there's so much music that comes out. Like, at the end of 24, I remember there was Conglomerate with what? Fimi, Len, Lancey, like, that underground scene was rising for Black Britishness.
Yeah.
Then we go back to like high fashion Black Britishness, and you've got like Alwalia, who is, I'm pretty sure she's Indian and is she Nigerian or Caribbean? I don't remember.
I can't remember to say Caribbean, but I don't want to lie.
That's the thing. I'll be on the screen somewhere. Pre Alwalia.
Yeah.
It'll be somewhere.
I remember when she first started.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think when she had like one of her first shows, and I was like, should I go? I was like, nah, like, yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's a little sad. We did.
Yeah, what's she doing?
What are you doing?
She's really amazing.
No, she really is.
And honestly, that probably brings us on to the language today. Let's talk about high fashion and quality, high fashion and materials. And do you know what you're buying?
This is a topic.
Do you really know what you're buying?
Yeah. Like, realistically, when we're spending peas on, like, on whatever it is. So, for example, myself, this jacket, it's cost a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
Just want to point out, I didn't buy it for the full price because that was never going to happen. But did I look at what this is made of? The answer is no. The answer is no. If I'm being real, I don't actually know why what I spent money on was that amount of money. I don't think anything can really justify it. Unless it's made out of literal gold. Unless it's laced with platinum. I'm not quite sure why these things cost as much as they do.
I know people love to say, like, you've got to take into account. A lot of the time, I watched a video which said you need to phrase it as when you're buying really expensive things, you're actually buying a portion of the designer's mind. So it's like people are selling their thoughts almost in the form of art. Like, why do things like canvases? And obviously, we're going to like dissect this further of, are you really buying your clothes or are you really bonding with your clothes to buy them? Because those are two different questions. And then we can ask ourselves the whole thing of, for example, like, pieces of art are worth literally like hundreds of thousands, dare I say millions of pounds. People are like, oh, but it's not worth it. But it is, because it's a portion of yourself. It's how much of yourself.
If someone's willing to spend that amount of money on it,
that's the thing.
Then it must be worth it to that specific fan. It doesn't need to satisfy the masses. As long as it satisfies that one person that has the money, that is willing and wants to put the money towards that, then that's really all that needs to happen.
So but I think the question begs when you start seeing these really big name brands. Let's talk about jewelry, for example. Like, you're buying a £50 ring, like a tiny little ring, and it's going to tarnish in 2 months.
Yeah.
That's when I start thinking, No.
I bought this Swarovski ring, or my mum bought it for me for my birthday, and I was so excited. It's so beautiful. It's got all these little jewels and gems on it.
Yeah.
Come to find, like, you think, oh, Swarovski crystals.
Yeah.
And you think of that Anok Yai, like, blue pin suit thing that she wore to the Met Gala. Swarovski crystals, I want to know the difference between them and cubic zirconia.
That's true.
Because when I say that ring tarnished, I can't even say a year. Less than a year, that ring rusted. And I think I want to say it costed maybe like $150, and I'm like, wow. And we were buying into it just because it's a Swarovski ring.
It's
a brand.
Crystal.
But it's like, it's just a pretty ring. But I expect it to have good quality because that's what I'm buying. Come to realise, I'm actually just buying the name. Which, when we're putting a name onto a jewel, it doesn't actually have any value. It's still going to rust. So, yeah, I love Swarovski, but
the jewels, and it's the same thing when it's just like, obviously last week we were speaking about like tracksuits and the price points of tracksuits, and we talked about 7th, and I know some of you after that were like, let's just go and see the price of that 7th tracksuit. Anyway, I know some of you might have been shocked to be like, the bottom's at 170. However, come on, would I buy it again? 100%.
Yeah.
But I've got some other joggers which are like £50, and realistically I can fit almost 4 7 joggers in the price of that £50, but I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because those joggers, why is throwing you in the wash and you're linting in the wash already? Material.
Because £50 is still a lot of money.
And that's the one
to be linted up like that.
Blame the fashion industry for. I think because we're in that realm of like fashion, do you ever feel like it's normalised just to spend £500 like that?
I thought about it today.
Literally,
yeah.
I bought a pair of shoes and I remember telling these people, we were like all in a big circle. In fact, it's this jacket actually. And I was like, I actually spent quite a bit of money on this jacket.
Yeah.
Like, she's retailing for close to half rare. People are like, I thought it was it's quite good, it's quite full. In this cosy lives, in this cozy lives, some of you are making people get some mentally beats. Like, y'all don't even have, like, say that this is a justified. This is the thing. The lining in this is immaculate. For like, it's beautiful jacket. And I bought it because I'm a small business lover. I was always gonna buy it, but people's reaction being like, "That's normal. That's normal." Like even for shoes, even at the point where I just thought, "Oh, French for shoes." That's like it's not that bad. And then I thought to myself, I was like, "Wait, we have normalized the price of the shoe above even asking." The quality of the shoe. Is it going to last you? Do you actually like that shoe to wear it in the long run? Can you see yourself wearing it in a few years? But no, because it's the here and now, you want to look good right now. It's just like, no, let's just buy the shoe.
This is why, and I hate to go back to what we discussed last week about Vinted. This is why people on Vinted bother me. Because it's all of a sudden, now that you're talking to a person rather than a brand, you're now interested in all these little intricate little details that you never thought about when you were purchasing from wherever. And I'm like, why are you so bothered now? And why are you trying to haggle on this designer item that I've already brought down by like, I don't know, £50? And I'm like, you weren't interested. It would never cross your mind to do that. Or to look into a piece that much when you're buying from the retailer.
Yeah.
I just need to get that out of my chest.
I think it's because the whole retailer power, and even
it's about power.
It's crazy.
It is about power.
Same thing as influencer marketing. Last week, we told you guys we're coming back to Skims. And this is the day to talk about Skims. Yeah. Kim Kardashian, you are a genius. She's entered. Let's list out her collabs. Dolce & Gabbana.
North Face.
Let's go to the whole Kardashian family. KHY, Kylie and Entire Studios.
That collab, honestly, a masterpiece.
That's the thing. But like, if you told us, 4 years ago, you're really gonna love the Kardashian family, I would have been like,
no,
nothing they do.
I would never have thought that I would buy into that family.
They're literally a dynasty at this point.
No, they are. They are. I cannot believe that I am saying this, but, you know, got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
It is very good. Is that mainly because Entire Studios is amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you to decide. But it is, as a collaboration, very well done. Got to be said. It's got to be said. The price point, pretty decent too. But that's another thing. When I was on... See, this is the thing. I just said it, but I'm like, am I brainwashed?
Do you think it's normal because it's like...
Because should a jumper be £135?
Like, I'm really thinking. 130. I feel like these days, if I want to get like something really good, like let's say I want a stark plain hoodie, I want to spend good money on it. I don't think I'm gonna find it under 100. I'm gonna already be like, cool.
My mind's already thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to budget that for
about like 150.
Yeah.
And I blame the whole rise of influencer marketing. When influencers started opening up their brands, now it's just like you're buying a piece to belong into their world. So because you're buying a piece to belong to their world, their price point is reflecting them as a person, but also them as a brand. So their personal brand mixed with their actual physical, tangible brand is what's creating this spike in the market. And that's where I think you need to start looking at brands that succeed without the backing of influencers. And I know you guys are annoyed, but we got to say it again.
Is it Cortez?
Not just him. Because he's actually succeeding because it's Clint. That was like, Clint is bad.
But Clint, he never indulged in the influencer thing.
That's the thing. He had this whole Britishness of him.
Yeah, see, he has a lot of friends in the industry, though. Yeah. To be fair. But what he didn't do is reach out to a bunch of influencers that he didn't know. And
do gifting galore.
Exactly.
True.
So he gave to who he, respected in the industry. They had their own thing going on. Like, Quolum. You know?
KW, is it?
KWOLL.
LLEN.
Yeah. I think he's a music producer. Do you know his wife? She's got bare F's in her username. Pfizer's. I need to show you. I need
to see this.
But he's like a really big music producer and Clint, loves them off, and I'm like, do you know what? I respect that you guys are friends. It's not like he's just friends with a bunch of like fashion people. These are people in the music industry, and I'm like, I like that you've tapped into that community and you've given to them and kept them close, but you aren't just reaching out to a whole bunch of influencers and spreading your stuff that way. Because I know that Clint's like Ink in Manchester. He's also very good at spreading. He gives his shoes to so many influencers. And I'm like, do you know what? I respect it. I respect it because it does get his stuff out there. But I think I think he has the power and the respect from other people more if he didn't do that. I think it would drive up the value of the brand more.
I feel like it's almost using scarcity marketing as a tactic.
Yeah, I think the mystery of it would actually help in his favour rather than giving certain stuff out. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah. But who were you gonna say?
For what bit again?
That doesn't. I think you're gonna say who doesn't give out.
Oh, people who don't do the We're not saying giftings are bad, but I wanted to
They're not.
draw on.
They're not bad.
Give us gift.
They're not bad.
It's just, it depends who you give your gift to that says more about...
Yes.
Who you give your gift to says more to you than just giving out gifts. Because that, for example, Marc Jacobs, they do a really good job. I knew they had like the whole Christmas thingy, and I was seeing all the people that they invited there. They do a really good job at inviting the correct people, like people who they know. And the one thing I love with Marc Jacobs they don't skimp out on is they don't spend their budget on only giving to influencers who are 100k and who have this. Yeah. They gave to people who've got like 20k, but they give to more people who are pushing culture.
I've been gifted.
Depending on what. Have you?
Yeah.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you.
The PR team. I'll give you my PO. I'll even open a PO box for you guys.
No, dead us.
Just send us a cute little something. Email us. Socials. You can reach us. You can reach us.
But I remember seeing that dinner on like their stories. And I was like, this seems like such a cute dinner.
I love the people they invited.
I really liked
I remember seeing Abigail Masters, one of my favorite fashion people. Yeah. Super eclectic babe. Yeah. She doesn't stick to society norms. She got gifted. Miss Smalls, Naya. Yeah. Always pushing out who the black women are. Always like, guys, you don't have to conform to what everyone's doing. Stuart Big to the core. Z, she was there too. Yeah. A bunch of people were there. Then they had some people who were in PR behind the scenes there. Yeah. It was a big thing where we're seeing more of community versus just an influencer. Like, we're really seeing the growth, and I feel like obviously we're like a bit into 2025, but we're still not the full quarter in. I genuinely think there's going to be such a huge shift towards more of a community building. I don't know whether it was broad, I don't want to missay it. Yeah. But I saw it in America, this brand took their most loyal like people on their followers, the newsletters, to a cinema date. Give them all gifts. And to me, that makes it feel more like it's actually a family.
Yeah, that does feel like a community.
It's not just like, oh, we're seeing your face. Brand trips are cool, but every now and then dabbling into community, really understanding who your market is, I think that's a bit more powerful.
That's lovely.
Because at the end of the day, the people push the brand.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the influencers.
It's the people push the thing.
I mean, the influencers, they could do the opposite of like kind of putting into these brands. It's the customers that are giving you your business. So it's lovely to give back to them in that way.
In most times, I think if you're small, right? I think influencers are a great way to show, again, it's your selection of influencers. Yeah. Because if you're giving to people who it's like, there's certain people who am I going to name on the tip of my tongue right now? Colleen Diaz. Like, if Colleen wears something,
I love her.
It's literally like people will buy it because they're like, oh my gosh, it's Colleen. Like, yeah. Colleen doing joggers and heels changed my life. Not because I haven't seen people do joggers and heels, but the Prada satin heels.
I like that I'm tapping into her mind. Literally. Specifically her mind.
It's like a portion of her mind. Yeah. So when it's like, and she's not a babe that really shows off all her gifting. So when she shows off her gifting, she really meant that. She really is like, I saw her wear this jacket. I think it's Azima. Small UK babe does these fur jackets, insane. And Colleen wore her jacket and tagged her.
Oh. Blown. I would have been.
And it's obviously like, damn, like.
Yeah.
She's rocking what I'm doing as well.
Yeah.
So that's when I think the whole thing of influence, and obviously it's just like, obviously Fashion Week, there was a whole discussions of should influencers be at Fashion Week.
I saw that.
I saw that.
What do you think of that?
Ooh, that's a bit hard. So I want to be at Fashion Week too. But it's because both of us are not just fashion based, we do styling as well.
Yeah.
I've really started dabbling more into like creative direction, a bit more like visual imagery as well, so I can actually like fully get my hands wet.
I so see you as a creative director. I've told you that before.
Amen. But what even is a creative director? Because everyone's a creative director these days. What is a creative director?
I see. The reason I thought, and before we even met, the reason I thought that was because you come across, obviously it's before I knew, so you come across as someone who has so many ideas on, like, based around the same thing, like one thing. You have so many ideas of how to market or promote, or I don't know, make people view it in a different way. I just that's just what I got from your page. I was just like, this one here.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
I've got Little Miss, Go Getter Miss. I remember when Saf was like, oh, this babe, day one. Oh, we're gonna start this. I was just like, I have never met such a goer in my life. Like, you were literally like, I want to change my hair. Next day, I kid you not. Guys, should I get bangs as well with the hair color? I'm messaging you being like, wait, we've already just decided. I said, right then, that's something I could take on. But I feel like that's where you get the difference between an influencer. For me, I think every fashion babe is an influencer, but not every influencer is a fashion babe.
Oh yeah, no.
Let me say it again. Every fashion babe is an influencer, but not every influencer is a fashion babe. I think there's a difference between being a fashion babe and an influencer. I know people might think that, oh, who are you to talk about this? I think I'm qualified. Not saying I'm perfect yet, but there's a difference when you wear something and you wear something. Yeah. You don't wear something because you wear it. You wear it because you're wearing it. Yeah. Take our looks last week, for example. We were both in 7 tracksuits, right? Yeah. But you wore it with your deserts and I wore it with my Veneta Carlos because we were actually wearing the clothes.
We were embodying whatever we were bringing. Yeah.
Because this is where you can bond with your clothing. Yeah. In this sense of such a quick world, we spend more time buying than bonding. Yeah. Instead of us like sitting down to bond with our clothes, realizing, oh, I love this about it. I love this. And guys, can we just stop saying I love the details on the clothes?
Gag. Because I'll be real. I have said that because I don't know what the details are.
Me too. I'll be like, the details
so great.
I'm like, guys, buy this to the details. And then one day I sat down and I said, stop using that word.
It's such a scapegoat. It's so easy to say, to just like say something.
And then just follow up with, the minute you go, the proportions are amazing, the silhouette is crazy, and the details are great. You said the Holy Trinity buzzwords of to make everyone buy something.
It's true. It's so true.
But let's get into it. Let's bond with our clothes. Yeah. What detail is it amazing? Is it if you're wearing a jumper, the fastening? Is it the hardware?
Is it the texture?
Is it the texture? Yeah. Even with texture, is it rugged? Is it soft? Yeah. Does that some clothes make you feel a certain way? What frequency is it emulate? Let's actually go into that label. Let's go into, even when we're talking about shoes, what kind of leather are we using? Are we a pony hair? Are we a cowhide? Are we a cow leather? Are we a, I don't know, goat leather if they do it?
Is it a faux situation?
Is it a faux situation? If it's faux, is it good quality faux? If we're wearing jackets, wool jacket, okay. If it says wool blend, how blended is the wool?
What's the blend?
Because anything under 70, I strongly don't recommend because you're just wasting your money. Are we going for even if not 30%, is it a high grade polyester? Is it nylon? Yeah. It's not good enough for us to keep saying that the details are doing. That's one thing I'd absolutely love to see from the fashion community more. Yeah. And someone that I think did this amazingly. Do you know Drew Joyner? Oh, if you don't know, get to know. Drew Joyner he's a fashion guy. But people like that, it gets to a stage you don't even call them fashion, like Mina Lay. Would I call she the baby who was like personal style is dead? Insane person. Sierra. Would you just say, yeah, Sierra's a fashion babe? It's like it gets to a stage.
It doesn't capture it all.
It gets to a stage you don't just call them, and we could name so many of them. It's Ree, Sierra, Colleen, London Girl and NYC. You don't just say, oh, they're fashion babes. You don't. You don't say that.
At least you shouldn't. If you do.
Exactly. Nor do you just say they're influencers. It's just like, you're just like, these are game changers.
Literally game. Like, the way, like, I think I followed Sierra since maybe, like, 2022.
Oh, damn.
The way that she has kind of helped me form stages of my personal style and my growth in fashion has been actually insane. And when I go back through her Instagram, because, you know, sometimes you want to get a little bit of inspo here and there, I can see how her styles changed and developed and become more mature and more feminine. And I'm like, that's literally, if that's the direction that I myself am moving in, then why not dabble?
Exactly.
Take inspiration from someone who's going through the same sort of thing.
And that's the word. I think the one thing I really learned is inspiration and not duplication. Like, oh, this episode's gems. Yeah. It's like we're doing a stage process of how to actually create something. Because people like Sierra, she helped me see combinations. Like, I remember there was one time, we talked about it before, remember the jaded jogger situation? When she put the jaded jorts over the jaded jogger with the wheels born the silvers and the jumper and then had a pearl around her waist. I remember thinking, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But this eats.
Yeah.
She's the first person I saw do like the whole double boxer situation.
Yes, same.
I always kind of hated it, but now I absolutely love it. And now it's up to me to decide, how can I use that to edify myself? How can I use that in my own style? Like, we're both wearing portions of what we love at Sierra. Like,
it's true.
We're both wearing elements of
it's true
Sierra style we learned and adopted and then decided, okay, this is for us right now at this stage of our lives.
Yeah. It's true.
And I think when I remember your original question about influencers being in Fashion Week, I think it's because the term influencer has been tainted as just people who post on the internet. It's just like
the word influencer. It's not great.
I feel the same way about London creatives. I feel the same way. When someone was like, "Oh, you're London creative," I remember stopping and being like, "London creative?
London creative?"
I really thought about it, and I was like, "Okay, I'm big in London, but I'm big in creative in London, but London creative for some reason doesn't."
It feels so derogatory.
That's the thing. They have really tainted that. Like someone's like, "Oh, you're the London creatives." I think to myself, there's a line right here, and you can get there.
It feels like an insult.
Yeah.
It feels like an insult at this point.
That's crazy, because why?
I don't know.
And again, I blame this whole influencer push, gifting every single person.
Yeah.
Again. Giftings are not wrong. It's not wrong to give people. Quite literally.
No.
We love a good gift. I love a good PR. I love a good email. A good email. Hi, Michelle, we'd love to. Yes.
Yes.
Like, yes. But it comes to a point where you start thinking, like, for example, I don't know if I can say this, but let's say if certain well-known fast fashion brands just hit me up my email. Yeah. Ooh. It's a 2-syllable word, guys, and it even rhymes. So guess. If they're to hit me up, I take it.
Okay, this is something that influencers need to learn.
Yeah.
You can say no.
That's the thing.
You can say no. I understand that the idea of being gifted is so fun and so great, because it is. But if something isn't right, don't accept it just for the sake of, oh, this is a gift.
Yeah.
I want to get something for free. Just don't, because it will taint your own brand anyway.
That's the thing.
Like, it won't make you look good.
Like, it won't make you you've got a strong personal brand. And imagine, like,
your personal brand will be botched.
That's where we get into, and you guys, again, you guys need to tune in for when we do our episode on personal style. Like, you need to tune in, because that's gonna be a hefty one. But just to touch on it lightly, that's where we start discussing personal brand and personal style and then personality. Because heavy on the T. Because like, if you accept, and I'm gonna tell you guys the truth as well, your biggest people you look up to in the fashion world do not accept a gift from everybody. They don't.
100%.
And a lot of them are transparent about that. They're just like, I don't accept a gift from everybody because it's not everybody that suits my personal image.
Yeah.
And it doesn't suit my personal image, it doesn't suit my personal brand, and it's not my personal style. Like, there's only so much you can do with an item to fuse it into your style. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
A brand I've really been loving, especially when they do their gift, is it Andola? Anadola?
And I always think how to pronounce this. Ando.
I think because I read it wrong the first time.
I always get it wrong. I don't know if it's Adda or Anda or
I think it's
Adanola. Yeah, Adanola.
It's either Adanola or...
I think it's Adanola. Because the end's in like Nola.
Yeah, and it's Adda.
Yeah, so it must be Adda.
Must be Adda. Yeah, one of them. But I love people they gift. Like, they gave like Sam Kadir at one point.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was such a beautiful gifting process because all of a sudden you saw your favorite that just jump out with these marketing and it was just like, to jump out with these products, and they looked so cozy. They had a trench on, and to me,
did you see that
like,
baby blue puffer that they that was cute. That little run of promotions that I saw
was me, and it was across the globe.
It was lovely.
Some of the bits from Switzerland to America to the UK.
Yeah,
they were really being gifted.
They did well,
and I just thought that was an excellent press run.
It was. It really was.
That's where PR is really important.
Because I would, if I hadn't seen all of that and the people that they were gifting,
that's a bit.
I would never have tapped in to that brand.
I think I would have just been like, oh, it's another cute like plain tracksuit, but
literally
now that's like,
oh,
I want to be an Adda girl as well.
Yeah,
I want to be sitting there in my like
Adanola. I think that's how you pronounce your name.
We think. Don't worry, we're gonna write it.
We're gonna figure it out.
But when they do that, I love it.
I like it. I really do.
Another brand. I'm trying to think. It was on the tip of my tongue that I loved their rollout and how they roll out their gifts as well as Doc Martens.
Ooh.
For some reason, maybe not necessarily. Actually, as of late as well, I'll give it to them. I loved their whole like with Docs campaigns, like, especially their new ones. Unfortunately, I know their creative director just stepped down. Actually,
yeah, I saw
you guys just saw that. But I loved who they gave to.
Yeah.
And seeing people who are normally in trainers suddenly wear Docs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I feel like Docs is kind of like a gateway. Like, if you want to stop wearing trainers and start wearing like boots or something more a little more classy, you do jump to a Doc.
Adrian Loafer era, 2022. 2022.
I sell mine. I sell mine. Because one thing about Docs they came for. But it's the prettiest loafer ever. I've got like the cow print loafer. So pretty.
Fun fact, I bought my cow prints because I saw them on your TikTok. Yeah. Girl? I remember seeing them and I was like, wait, she's wearing cow. I was like, she chose the cow print ones. And because of that, I'm Adrian, so I ended up getting a pair of like cow print mules. I just love them so much.
Stop.
And guys, this is how you do influencing. I said, I gotta get into this.
Stop it!
Gotta get in there.
Those shoes were so cute.
But they had a good run.
They had a very good run.
They had a good run. I saw them with chickens. I saw them with skirts. I saw them with your body bag. I know the outfits. I said, damn. I said, damn.
Stop.
I was like, this is how you do a shoe. And again, it reminds me the power of gifting the right influences. Because you didn't even get gifts.
No, I didn't. I bought them.
Like, Docs, I just want to let you know, Docs, I bought 10 pairs. And I have convinced so many people around me to just buy into Docs. Like, I have these huge Gothic pair that I literally got because they were on sale. And I was like, why not? Let's buy it.
Yeah,
and again, guys, don't worry. Don't just keep buying clothes. But I remember wearing them. My friends were like, wait, you're goth? And I was like, no. But the way I wore them was in such a way they didn't look as gothic. And again, gothic is another subculture, Sometimes it's good to take part of subcultures. But I love creators. I think that's what I'm really more into. I love creators that are multifaceted.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about her before, but in the last episode, Shatira, Anna.
Yeah.
Anna's growth in social media is one of the most beautiful things to see.
Yeah.
Do you remember she used to be like a streetwear hardcore babe? Then she started wearing a trench coat with jogger. I said, oh God. Guys, as you can tell, in this season, this quarter, we're really in our like comfort jogger bag. Because I remember seeing her in joggers in the trench. And we tuned to last, we had a red trench. And Anna, I kind of got it because I was influenced by you. But when she started,
she loves the trench.
She loves the trench.
She loves the trench. I love
she
that.
loves like hair movement on cotton as well.
She does.
A good like sharp contrast.
Yeah.
Someone else I noticed loves that is Z as well. I remember she had like Issey Miyake top on and then suddenly this like fluffy jumper. And I remember picking out and being like, it's not just the colours that are getting me, but
it's
the look of the material, texture.
Yeah, literally.
That's really intriguing me. And I think if I was to ask anyone a question, who here is guilty of wearing all their new clothes at once when they buy them? Everybody say aye. It's okay, raise your hand.
Oh, that one. I mean, I have two takes from this.
Okay, let's hear them.
First take, I bought it. I'm allowed to wear it. I'm gonna wear it. Like,
no last told.
It's mine now. It's mine. Second take, at least like the clothes look at a little bit of a air.
Yeah. Just let the
just let them break them in. A little bit.
Do you know one thing I love people saying? Oh, I had to break in my new jacket. I said the jacket's not concrete. Like you don't need to break in a jacket. But I hear it.
No, literally, like
I've got a different take to you slightly, right? And this is for someone who went through a period, especially 2024, of just when I bought something new, I'd style it and wear it immediately. And then it's always that thing of looking for the next best new, looking for the next best this. And I feel like that is what catapulted my overconsumption. And I used to justify it by saying, these are expensive, I can't buy it again, you know. I'm not really over-consuming. And because I was very privileged last year when I started my social media journey to receive so many gifts and be like, oh, but I don't have to spend my money on this I was going to get anyway, so I might as well buy this other expensive item I was going to get. Either way, it's on my wish list. And I remembered being like, but wait, either way, I'm still always buying.
Yeah.
Like, I love that, and that's what I realised. When I get gifted, let me sit down with the gift and really understand it. Like, let me stop just gifting and just buying the next thing right after. And I don't think it's a good habit to always, because sometimes it's good, because at the end of the day, you bought the clothes.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a good thing to get in the habit of buying something new and wearing it straight away, because your dopamine receptors in your brain start messing up. Because then you start getting used to always having the next new.
Yeah.
You start getting used to always wanting the next new.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
consumption does become very normalized.
Then you're like, in 2 weeks, you're shopping for the next new, shopping for what's hot and what's new. And unfortunately, a lot of us in this fashion industry fall into that again and again. I can guarantee you this fashion week, a lot of the items you see are not going to be worn again because people are going to think it's out of season.
True.
And it's that whole thing of the new. I want something that's new right now. I want
trendy.
The trendiest right now. I want something that looks amazing right now. Like this blue jacket has already seen Paris Fashion Week. It's going to see London Fashion Week. And it's going to see many more to come. They're going to know me as a blue jacket girl. Not because it's my brand, but because it's something like, like, again, we don't bond with our clothes.
Yeah.
We just buy a new item, try and get used to that new item, then before the item has even caught 3 wears, onto the next.
No, it's true.
Then when do we start understanding collectibles versus items? Because you know some things are just for you there to just have. Like, there are some items in my wardrobe I would never sell, even if I don't wear them.
Oh, 100%.
Because to me, they were
I think that's why I haven't sold my Doc Martens yet, the loafers.
That is that.
It feels like a collection.
You know what it feels like? This was a part of my life when...
Yeah, this was an era. This was an era in my life that is really important. It's a very nice shoe.
Yeah.
I can pass down. I can't sell. I can't. And I sell a lot.
Yeah.
But I cannot sell that. Like, yeah, I hear it. There are a lot of things. I'm even trying to think of my wardrobe now that I feel is collectible.
Mental scan.
This jacket is definitely...
Oh, this as well. This is never getting sold.
Yeah.
If I let me move to Nigeria where it's flipping 33, it's not getting sold.
No.
I'm sorry. This is not. And that's when you start thinking. I think fashion has ruined the word pieces. These days, everything is a piece. Everything's a piece. Guys, I got this piece. This piece.
No, that's so me on my TikTok. That's so me. I'm like, oh, this really cute piece.
Oh, guys, that's why. If I was on TikTok, I'm sorry, guys. I'd probably honestly. Just know, guys, we're calling ourselves out as well on this episode.
Oh no, 100%.
I say
100%.
I got this piece from.
It's not a piece. It's just not a piece.
It's not a piece.
It's not a piece. Just it might be a piece of clothing. But like, it's not a piece.
I mean, I got this piece with these details and the proportions are. And I think one day I watched one of my old check video and I said, "What are you saying?"
No,
I just like, "What are you?"
I get such secondhand embarrassment.
Like, I just look at it and I'm like, "You have described near to nothing."
Yeah, It feels like we're filling a word count.
Yeah,
very much so.
At this point, I'd rather you put backing track and then just do this, turn it to the back and see for yourself. Whereas things that are now pieces, like now my wardrobe is now being divided into articles of clothing and then pieces.
Yeah.
Like this jacket is a piece.
Yeah.
That jacket is a piece.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to earn a status, and I don't think piece is always to do with price point.
No.
Oftentimes it is though. I'm still trying to understand.
Yeah. It definitely easily can be.
But not all the time.
But not all the time. Because I think it is also about sentiment as well.
Yes.
Not everything's about money.
Not everything. On to sentiment. Taf, would you like to introduce this brand of the week?
Okay, I need to make sure that I've got the name correct. But I think it's Anthony Claydon.
I think it's Anthony Claydon.
I think it's Anthony Claydon.
AKA lettuce hemmed tracksuits.
Literally. These tracksuits are like literally, other than 7th, these tracksuits, when I first saw, I think it was Yasmin Hero.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, she's amazing. Love her. I first saw her in it and I was like, whoa, that's very cool.
And you think of that? Why has no one thought of doing that before?
Why has no one thought of that? You can't dress that down.
You can't.
You can't dress that tracksuit down. It is beautiful and has been getting its flowers periodically over like the last year maybe, as it should. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. If only the price was different. And we were like in an EU country, so that the custom prices weren't so crazy.
Customs. When I received that email, you know you get a letter, and you open it. If you don't pay within 7 days, we're sending your item back. We're not refunding you. And then you're just there thinking, right then.
I have no. I'm trapped. Like, wow. Yeah. That. If it was different, that I would have gotten that trackie in several different colorways by now. Like,
he's got the grey, the black. I think he came out with the brown, the cream.
Yes.
God.
You are eating. I'm pretty sure it's Parisian, the brand.
Yeah, it's Parisian.
I need to go to France. Order, come back,
and then just wear it. Really, in fact, walk through the airport with it.
That as an airport fit is a statement.
I can just, if I close my eyes tight enough, I can imagine it.
No.
Like, it's just.
Literally. What a gorgeous I would just want to know how it feels.
That's what my friend actually told me. She said, think of the 7th. Think of the 7th.
Stop.
She was like, that tracksuit's amazing.
That's designed with 7th quality. Stop. Yeah, no. Okay.
And today's creator of the week is none other than, since we're on Fashion Week, there's only one person who actually does Fashion Week. And on the topic of influencers and fashion, babe, this is a brave that excels everything. London girl at NYC. Oh, that is my dream, to be a London girl at NYC.
I don't think I would have known who she was if it wasn't for you.
I remember the day I sent
I'm
it
very
to you, you
glad.
were like, what?
Yeah.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Amanda! Amanda!
She's incredible.
She's incredible. I don't have words. I need to understand her style better to understand her.
Yeah, literally, I don't have the vocabulary at this
She
present
uses this
moment.
heavy. There's always a rough undertone of juxtaposition, like purposeful juxtaposition in every single outfit.
Yeah.
She doesn't shy away from using things like chunk. I remember she wore a Cortez. I said Cortez and Amanda. I said World Klein. Then I remember she's actually a London girl.
Yeah.
She had this Cortez jersey on, long pencil pinstripe skirt, and a heavy belt. I said, I looked at my wardrobe immediately. I said, I need to recreate this. She is incredible. I never, to this day, seen someone mix high-low in such a way, in her way.
Yeah.
And that is someone who gets gifted from Ferragamo will be gifting her, Dragon Norton's gifting her. She is a editorial babe. She
is an editorial
knows
babe.
what she wants, and brands know they want her.
That's a good way to describe it, actually.
An editorial.
She's very editorial.
Presence.
Yeah.
It's a very womanly thing, I've realized. A lot of the up there women in fashion. And that's really where we're headed.
Yeah.
So if we close this out, let's describe what we're wearing today.
Right. So as it is Fashion Week, I thought, let me just try and throw on a bunch of names at myself. So first, on the feet, we got some cheeky Bottega.
Ooh.
We got the boots. Again, I'm in my boots kind of era at the moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. Got them for £100. £100 at Bicester Village from 600.
Bicester,
Are you joking?
Bicester. You're seeing me.
You are seeing me.
Bicester
I'm taking
belongs.
myself there for my birthday.
You're
Just watch. So that's that. Of course, again, 7th. We keeping in our cozy, comfy vibe. I don't actually know where this top is from. I think my mum gave it to me. I'm gonna move off.
Fair enough.
It might be from M&S. Who knows? The jacket.
Give us a little rough up. A little. Oh.
This is a Marnie piece. It is a collab. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I'm not going to disrespect it. But it will be somewhere. Absolutely gorgeous. Another Bicester Village finds. As I said earlier, stupid money. I think it retails for almost 2,000, and I got it for 800.
Oh, that's a steal.
Bicester, you are seeing me. My glasses. I'm gonna keep that one to myself because it was £5. I'll tell you.
Yeah, keep.
Oh yeah, and jewelry is literally all of Visa because, as we said, I don't know who to throw my money at anymore. So let me just buy cheap, knowing what to expect.
Yeah,
and I won't be disappointed in the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. You go.
Similar, because it's Fashion Week, we were like, let's do cozy but high cozy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on the feet, again, guys, we talked about her. We love her. We need like a full segment, a year on her. Miss Banana Quarter. We got you on the feet as usual. This time we got the tall chestnut boots.
Love it.
The butters, the high butters. On the top, we've got Cause. I think Cause is, we said quality, and I actually researched the quality, but this is incredible. This is the best hat I've ever put on.
Period.
Scoop neck, fits my body perfectly.
Period.
You can't really see, but I've got a little parallel X belt bag on. Match my hair.
Yeah.
It's like a Bambi collection.
Did not know that.
Crazy. My jacket. Ooh, because it stops. This, baby, is from Big Winky. Shout out to my homegirl Liberty. This jacket it garners so much attention. Like, guys, in Paris, this jacket, it did me wonders. The jewelry we've got on, feather pendants on the necklace, feather pendants on this. I love my, I don't know how gang of thug jewelry, but I kind of love that rapper era, that kind of old Jay-Z, Pharrell Williams-esque, heavy. That's when jewelry was
chains.
Big chains. I feel like 2 Chainz when I wear this. Quality crazy. I accidentally showered this before and never tarnished. Washed my hands in this, washed my wrists in this, never tarnishing. Got some pilgrim bits on. These are from Barcelona. And that's all for my outfit today.
Period.
Guys, that's it. I hope you picked up a new era of language from us.
Yeah. And I hope that everyone's Fashion Week is very, very fun, very exciting.
Let us know your favourite shows.
I was just about to say that.
Let's know your favourite shows.
I really want to know.
Your favourite cities as well. Because I know Copenhagen have theirs, Milan have theirs, Paris have theirs. Is London gonna be the final wrap
When's
up?
New York?
Oh, I don't know if New York is after or before London's.
I mean, I haven't seen anything about New York.
Neither have I,
So
actually.
I don't know.
But ooh, if it's happened, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know your favorite designers as well.
Yeah, please. Like,
And we will catch you on the other side.